Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I found a bit of lumber. Let's build a snowman. We've got a basic shape. Looks like he's been shot in the head. Put a little bit of white resin in there, I reckon. Well, I just finished the top off a little bit better, and then we'll get it sanded up. Question is, do we want a shiny snowman or do we want him like that? Should I wax it or should I friction brush it? Don't know really. I think I'll wax it. Right, so all I'll do now is just part this. Right guys, this is my basic snowman. So all I've got to do now is make a hat and then dress him up. And if he's really nice to me, I might give him some arms as well. Right folks, I found this nice little bit of ash wood that I am going to use for my snowman's hat. So what I've done off camera, I've turned a little tenon on there to flip it so that I can shape it. And then I want to, once I've shaped it, I want to scallop it out on the inside to the shape of the head of the snowman so that we can glue it on. So what we do now is get it round and do my basic shape, and then we can get it to fit. Right, there you go folks, my snowman hat. So what I'm going to do now is clean this up and then scallop it out so that fits the head. And I want to hold this into the jaws, but if I turn this down small enough to fit into the jaws, then it'll look silly. So I might have to buy some bigger jaws for the chuck, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'll get this cleaned up anyway and do this with this orbital sander, and then we'll see what we can do. So anyway, that's the hat for me snowman. Right folks, I've been and got myself some bigger jaws, and what I've done is, because these are the next ones up and they're a bit too big to fit, I've packed out with some rubber that I do the roofing with, and just to hold it in place. Like I say, all I do is just clean it up and scallop it, so I don't need a lot of pressure. So what I'll do now is I will clean it up and scallop it out, ready to fit on his head. Right guys, that's the hat done. So let's get it out. Take all my packing pieces out. So I just had to use those doubled up just to hold it, just to lock it in place. So I'll keep those. So there's my hat. So if I get the snowman, so obviously we've got no face on it at the moment. I want the hat sitting on there, sort of a slight angle. So what I'll do is I'll epoxy that on, I think, just hold it in place. So you need to work on a face now. So yeah, that's the next bit. But like I say, really need an orange carrot. So I need to find a bit of wood and make a carrot nose and then dye it orange. So we'll move on to that next. So I need to find a bit of wood first. Alright, I've changed the jaws again, and I found this oak dowel that I had for a job, I don't know, 10 years ago when I made an oak barn, and we nailed it all together with oak dowels. So we'll get that in, and I'll turn that down and turn it into the nose. And then I also found some orange dye, so hopefully we're going to be able to make an orange nose. So how the oak will take to the dye I do not know, but we will try and see. I'll part that off there, and I'll finish it off with a bit of sandpaper. So I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit small. So I've got my nose shape. What I've done is I've turned this bit of hair to just under 4 or just over 4.5 mil, and then I'll put a 5 mil hole in the face of the snowman, so that gives it a bit of room for a bit of epoxy. And then I'll just chamfered this slightly down. I'm now going to part this off hair and then just round it off, and hopefully that'll give him a carrot nose. And then I've got some wood stain or wood dyes that I'll try and get it orange, so it looks a bit like a carrot. So let's part this off and get it finished off. Right, so there you go. If you can see it, there's my carrot nose. I'll just finish this off with a piece of sandpaper, and then we'll dye it orange. So I'll get it shaped, and then I'll show you when I start to. Right guys, I've done that. My nose is all shaped now. So I've got these watercolours, water-based dyes here. Don't know if you can see that. So you're supposed to dilute them into water because they're really concentrated, but what I'm hoping is that I can just get a piece on a piece of cloth and do it. Oh god, that's more like a red than it is an orange. Perhaps I should have diluted it. I think what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of water in it, hopefully dilute it a little bit. Oh, that's better. Looks more like an orange now. Put a little bit of water on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stain this and then leave it to dry, and then we can get that glued in once it's all dried. Right, so there's our nose. There's a nose. What we'll do is just leave that to dry now, and then we can mark our face on our snowman and get it sorted out. I don't know how I'm going to do the eyes. I don't know whether to drill the eyes and fill them with black epoxy so they look like bits of coal, or whether to see if I can buy something to actually glue on so they look like pieces of coal, if you know what I mean. But I'll have a look and see what I've got, and then I'll go from there. So we'll leave that to dry, and then we'll get our snowman, get his face started. Right guys, just a little update on the snowman to see how far I've got. And what I've done is I have put his nose in, as you can see, his little carrot nose. And I was going to drill out and put some black dowels in for his eyes, his mouth and the buttons. But you guys know I like my glitter, so I decided to go with some glitter on there. So what I've got to do now is I'm now going to epoxy his hat on. And I'm going to put, so it's just on a slight off, so it's not, I don't want it upright like that, I want it so it's slightly off like that. So I'm going to, and then we're going to get him a scarf made. And I also need to find something for arms, and my wife had the idea of going to the wood and finding some sticks for the arms, so that's what we might do. So anyway, I'm going to get the hat glued on now, and then I'll come back when I have done that and got his arms. Well, there you go guys, Frosty's all done, and I've really enjoyed making this. This has been a bit different from bowls and pots. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I never ever turned a sphere on the lathe, so I don't think it's done too bad. Need a little bit more practice, yes, definitely, for sure, but it was a challenge, and I enjoy challenges, and this has really turned out well. And like I say, the most important thing is the wife likes it. So Frosty now has pride and joy place in the living room on the coffee table, so he will be nice and warm and toasty for Christmas. So anyway, like I said before, we made the little nose out of a piece of oak dowel, hat I made out of a piece of ash, and then I burnt in the rings around the top, just give it a bit of definition really. The eyes, mouth and buttons, I used a piece of holographic black glitter, and his scarf I found a piece of wool. So no, I'm really pleased how this has turned out, and I really do like it, and a lot of people have commented on it who've seen it. So no, I really do like it, and I'm really happy with it. So I hope you guys have liked it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If so, then please like and share. To all my new and existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support through the year. Let's hope 2019 grows the channel and gives you some more entertainment. I know I've got to try and up my game a little bit to match some of the other makers, because I don't want to bore you guys, so I don't want to lose you guys through boring you. So I have some projects in the pipeline for that. So anyway, this is my third Christmas project. I have another Christmas project for between Christmas and New Year, which I hope you guys are going to pop back and see. It's not actually a Christmas project, it's a gift that I made for somebody, but I thought it's Christmassy, so I thought I'd do it, because no disrespect, there's no point doing a Christmas decoration or a Christmas ornament between Christmas and New Year, because obviously between Christmas and New Year a lot of people are packing stuff away. So that's the plan for next year. And the other thing is, I mentioned last week on Instagram that I'll be doing a competition. So I've now come up with some prizes. I'll just put Frosty down. So what I've decided is to choose 3 winners, and all you have to do to enter the competition is last week, this week and next week, in the video, somewhere in the video, there will be an elf on the shelf. Sometimes it's twice in the video, sometimes it's just once in the video, but what you need to do is give me the time that you see elf on the shelf, and then once after the 3 videos I will then get all the names together and pick 3 winners for 3 different prizes. The first prize will be, I don't know if you can see, I'll step back, an SK Krafts t-shirt and a mug. Don't forget the mug. Second prize will be the SK Craft t-shirt, and then third prize would be the mug. Now I know a lot of people do them UK only, but I'm prepared to ship all over the country or all over the world, because a lot of my followers come from, or I have followers from America and other places, so I'm quite happy to ship across the world. I'm not saying you're going to get it in the next week, but the t-shirt, if whoever wins the t-shirt, there'll be a 2-week waiting list obviously for printing and me getting it and then shipping it out to you guys. So I wish everybody the best of luck, and I hope everybody enters. Everybody's got a good chance, and like I say, I'll pick the winners, or randomly pick the winners. I'll do a live stream when I pick the winners, so you guys know I'm not cheating, and that'll be sometime middle of January, or begin to the middle of January time, when I get a bit of free time. So I hope you guys enter, and I hope you look for Elf on the Shelf between last week's, which was the pot puree and rose gold bowl, this week's, which is Frosty the Snowman, and next week's is beep. You'll find out next week. So anyway, hope everybody has a great Christmas, and I'll see you next Friday. So between now and then, have a great Christmas, enjoy your family. This is what Christmas is all about, and enjoy the ones you love. So anyway, take care, speak to you soon, and bye for now.